Hey everyone, I'm Ishan Sharma, and in this video I'll be talking about the 5 lessons or the 5 tips that I have learned about productivity. How can you be more productive throughout your day? This is what we'll be covering in this video. Now, why it is important for you to be productive? As a lot of you might have already guessed, if you can do a lot of things in less amount of time, you become more productive and you get things done, right? That's the whole thing. Get things done, move on so that you can enjoy life, and that's all that we want. Now, one thing to understand about this is that I'm not going to tell you to just like work all the time. That's not what we'll do here. We'll just be understanding about the strategies or some methods that has worked out for me, and that way you can become a better person overall. I hope you'll enjoy this video. Make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and let's get started with the first tip that I have learned, and this is going to be to maximize for efficiency. What does this mean? Let's say I have to focus on learning a particular skill or to learn a particular software. What I do is I have stopped going on to YouTube to search for a tutorial. Rather, I use some other platforms, a lot of other courses that are available. You might be thinking, why am I wasting money, or why is it that I want to buy courses when there's already a lot of free courses available? It all comes down to ease of use. Okay, it all comes down to structured content. I'm not going to spend my time trying to figure out what's the best playlist that I can go to that will help me learn a particular skill on YouTube, or what is the best playlist that will enable me to learn about a particular software. I would rather just pick the best course on that particular skill or on that particular software on some course platform, and I can start learning over there. This is what I have learned, and it helps me out tremendously. Google Chrome is quite slow and bulky, and there are definitely better alternatives for this. What I have done is I have used Brave, which is faster and it also has less ads, and I also get paid with the bad cryptocurrency. I was having a slower laptop previously. It was a Windows laptop. It was not working in the best way. I changed that and I got myself this MacBook Air right here, and it helped me out a lot. Basically, it just makes me feel a lot more productive, and I just feel that I'm getting things done a lot more. That might not be true for you. For you, maybe Windows works out. I'm not saying that you should go with Apple or you should go with MacBook or something. You should choose what works out for you the best. I was also using this open source software called as Shortcut on my Windows laptop to learn about video editing, and I was editing a lot of videos back then. The video that I used to export on that software, it took 30 minutes to export that video. When I upgraded to this MacBook Air, I got myself Final Cut Pro, and with that I'm able to render the same video in less than 2 minutes, and that is a huge jump in productivity. If I can get the task done in just 2 minutes versus 30 minutes just like waiting for amount of time, I would definitely go out for this option. The moral of the story here is try to maximize your efficiency. You only have a limited amount of time in your day, and so it is important for you to bring out your true potential by being more productive. Moving on, similarly, I also listen to audiobooks whenever I'm going outside. I like to go out a lot, right? So I'll be going out for walks, I'll be going out for running or something, and one problem is that I had to actually take a book previously, like a physical book, but it's a lot easier if I listen to audiobooks, and I use Storytel for listening to the audiobooks. Storytel is an audio application where you can listen to stories in over 12 different languages, and it has a collection of over 2 lakh different audiobooks as well as ebooks. And I was currently listening to this book called as Your Next 5 Moves by Valuetainment's Patrick by David, and he was talking about how important it is for you to know about the next steps in your own business. What is the art of business strategy? He was talking about that, and I am particularly interested into this book because I was learning about how can I properly operate markitup, that is my content creation business. So if you are interested into business, you can check out this book on the Storytel application. The best part that I feel about Storytel is that whenever I listen to a quote or whenever I listen to an interesting anecdote, I can actually bookmark that, and I can also look at the different chapters in the particular book, and then I can come back to the bookmark and I can look at exactly what the author was talking about, and that will really be helpful for me later on whenever I'm trying to write some article, whenever I'm trying to make a video idea, I'm trying to write the script for that video. That is what is going to be really helpful. You can also increase and decrease the playback time, as well as you can save the book offline so that you can listen to it wherever you want to without the need for internet connectivity. Now, Storytel is available on both iOS as well as Android. Android. Normally it is about 300 rupees per month, which is already so much affordable. But if you use the link in the description, you would be able to get 3 months subscription of Storytel for just 375 rupees. So if you're interested, you can check out the link in the description. Moving on to the trick number 2, or the tip number 2 that I have learned, and that is to make sure that you are tricking your brain in some form or another. Now, what that means is that I like to create fake emergencies for myself. I try to create these fake urgencies, right? A very simple example I will give you. This video that I'm recording right now, I could have recorded this after 2 days as well, but I told my brain that, okay, I have to give it today itself. This is the deadline that I have to meet. And that's why I'm able to get things done a lot faster. That's what you can do. You can also try to create a reward system for whatever work you are doing. A very simple example I will tell you, I use this free application called as habitica.org. And over there, I can basically create a game, and in it I can create my own avatar and I can level up myself in the game whenever I complete a task, or whenever I'm completing a habit, or whenever I'm doing a habit over and over again every single day. So I think that's a great way for me to gamify my habit building process. Try to trick your brain in different scenarios, in different ways, and I think that will really be helpful to you. Now moving on to the third lesson that I have learned, and that is the fact that if you can schedule things, you'll be a lot more likely to get it done. Robin Sharma talks about this as well. He talks about how the things that get scheduled are the things that get done, and vague goals lead to vague results. Now basically what I do is I use Google Calendar to schedule everything in it. I define exactly when I need to get it done, what is the time period that is required for this, what are the resources required. If I'm working in this particular task with someone else, I will send an invite to them as well, and that's how I'm able to keep everything structured. Now moving on to the fourth lesson that I've learned, and that would be to basically block out the distractions. I have blocked certain websites whenever I'm trying to focus on a particular task. I use these Chrome extensions that enable me to focus on certain things. I have also tried to do the Pomodoro technique. It has worked out for me. Basically, you just work for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. Then you can obviously expand that to maybe working for 55 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break. So that is what really helps me out. Make sure that you try to schedule everything, as well as make sure that you block out the different distractions that you have around you. I think this is a common saying that if you can create a tight bubble of pure focus, you would be able to get a lot of things done. And that definitely applies to me. Like right now I'm recording this video, I do not have any distractions. I've closed the door and I've just focused on this one thing. Also, sometimes I've tried to grayscale my display on my phone so that whenever I go onto Instagram and look at the colorful pictures and the videos, because it is grayscale, it all looks black and white, and because of that, things just don't seem so much appealing and attractive. That's what you can try to do. Make sure that you are blocking out distractions as much as possible. Focus and maintaining your focus is really important. Indistractable is a great book that I was recently reading by Nir Eyal, in which he talks about how can you focus on a particular thing and that will yield you exponential returns. The last lesson that I have learned, and that is to not work all the time, and I have stressed on the importance of having breaks every once in a while. So what I've done recently is that I have focused on going outside and indulging in other activities, because I sit in this room and I'm just like constantly recording videos, talking about something. I have my script written over here. So it makes it a lot easier for me to just be in this state and work all the time. And so I stop doing all of these things when I'm at about 7 o'clock in the evening. I go out for a walk, go out in the nature and just like walk around. And that helps me out a lot. I think that not working sometimes can be productive. A lot of people feel that either you are working or you are not working. And when you're not working, you are being unproductive. And that is so not true. I go out and I'm not thinking about work, but I am refreshing my brain. I am refreshing my different thoughts. And I think that helps me out a lot whenever I'm coming back to work. This was exceptionally helpful for me when I was in my JEE days. So if any one of you who is doing IIT JEE, just go outside, take some break, and that might help you get a new perspective about how to solve that physics problem or how to solve that calculus problem. Anyways, guys, these were the 5 lessons that I have learned about productivity and how can I become more productive. I hope that was that was insightful for you. Let me know in the comment section if you're still watching this video, and just say comment I watched till the very end, and that would be really great. Thank you for watching this video. You can check out Storytel. The link for that will be in the description, and I think it's a great deal that you can get just for $375, just 3 months of unlimited books. You can listen whenever you want, whatever you want. I think that's a great deal. Thank you for watching. You can check out my Instagram. You can also check out the Discord server that we recently created. It's a great place for people who are in college to just talk to other people, meet like-minded people, start your career into freelancing. So if you're interested, do check out that. Link for that is in the description. That's it. I'll see you again in another video. Bye.